does it actually matter? He's the richest man in the world. He's a hugely influential figure. He owns and runs and is really X now, Jemma. Is it making Keir Starmer look a little soft?
It's always great to hear Jemma Forte's opinion on a situation, as she's usually clear-headed and concise. So with an almighty storm that sprung up over and around grooming gangs, Tommy Robinson, Nigel Farage, Elon Musk and Keir Starmer, let's get her take on it all.
Yeah, this is why I wouldn't be a very good politician because, well, for many reasons probably, but because I would find it extremely difficult not to go more direct on this, because I think you have to cut through, and what you're dealing with is so much disinformation, so much rubbish that Elon Musk is spouting to this huge unregulated platform which he owns, this so-called bastion of free speech, who's actually silencing dissenters. There was a lot of stuff this weekend as well, certain journalists speaking out, certain people, and he just gets rid of their accounts. So much for freedom of speech right there. And it's dangerous. But I do understand there has to be an element of diplomacy. But at the same time, the fact we're all kowtowing to this deranged billionaire is a terrible position to be in.
Is Keir Starmer sort of kowtowing to Elon Musk or afraid to offend him? Or is actually he just waiting to see whether Elon Musk just sort of does himself a disservice and says something that, again, as Christian said, all the British public are like,
it's the link
nonsense.
to Trump, because we're in such an isolated position these days, mostly because of having Brexited, right? So this idea that we need to stave off tariffs, we need to get a trade deal with America, etc. We're very weak. Quite frankly, we've done that to ourselves, which is very sad. But I mean, that Farage comment pleased me greatly this weekend because it will show all the people, all the reform people who've been toadying up to Musk on X, trying to get his attention and saying what a wonderful idea it is that he meddles in our politics, having supported Brexit because they said they don't want political interference from foreign countries. I mean, the mind just boggles how they managed to make that leap. And then, of course, now he's come out with, this completely weird, unexpected thing against Farage. And people are like, they don't know where to put themselves now. And it is because he's completely, all over the shop. And so I agree with you. I think when you've got these two huge egos at the moment, who's getting all the headlines, who's getting all the oxygen, it's Musk. At a certain point, Trump's going to not enjoy that, I suspect. And you've just basically got, I've said it before in the show, I talked about male fragile egos. You've got all these narcissists all arguing with each other publicly. It's a horribly undignified spectacle. I think it's right that Keir Starmer, as a politician, is balanced and keeps that air of diplomacy.
Click here for Deirdre versus Nigel Farage.